Missouri wholesalers, you need to hear this. Starting October 28th, you no longer are able to sign a contract with a motivated seller the same day you meet them. Instead, Missouri's new law forces you to wait 14 days before you can even put a property under contract. That's a massive change, and it's going to drastically change the way we wholesale in Missouri. And if you don't understand these new rules, you could lose deals, lose earnest money, and be subject to fines and penalties. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly what this law is and what you need to do to stay compliant. Coming up.
For a limited time, you can get a free copy of Jerry Norton's Wholesaler Contract Pack with all the contracts you need to flip houses without risk. Claim your free copy at wholesalercontracts.com.
This isn't the first time Missouri lawmakers have tried to regulate wholesaling. Concerns around wholesalers have been building for years as consumer complaints increased. But unlike previous discussions and proposals, this time lawmakers actually got a bill across the finish line, and it fundamentally changes how wholesalers will operate in Missouri going forward. What's important here is that Missouri isn't alone. We're seeing a clear national trend. States across the country are taking a closer look at wholesaling, and Missouri is just the latest state to enact significant new disclosure requirements. As the nation's leading expert on wholesaling, I've been tracking wholesale regulations since 2018. Be sure to get the latest report, which outlines all of the different regulations state by state, including this new law in Missouri. To download my free nationwide wholesale regulation report, go to wholesaleregulations.com. I also maintain wholesale compliant contracts that I also give away for free. To get the latest version, go to wholesalecontracts.com. Okay, now let's get into it. Missouri legislators passed Senate Bill 973, which creates new disclosure requirements for real estate wholesalers operating on residential 1 to 4 unit properties. The bill has been delivered to the governor, and once he signs, it becomes effective August 28, 2026. Now, before anybody freaks out, wholesaling is not illegal in Missouri. Let me repeat that. Wholesaling is still legal, but the process is changing dramatically. Here's the bombshell. The law requires wholesalers to provide a written disclosure to the seller at least 14 calendar days before entering into a purchase contract. The disclosure must be a separate standalone document signed by both parties. Now think about that. Most wholesalers today operate like this. Lead comes in, you call the seller, you either negotiate and sign a contract on the phone, or you set an appointment, meet the seller, and sign a contract at the kitchen table. Either way, the goal is to execute a contract as soon as possible. There is a saying in wholesale real estate that I've been teaching for years. Time kills all deals. The longer you wait, the higher likelihood that you lose the deal. In Missouri, things just got more complicated. Let's say that you meet a seller on September 1st. Under the new law, you would provide the disclosure on September 1st. Then you would wait September 2nd, September 3rd, September 10th, September 14th, and the earliest you could potentially sign the purchase agreement would be September 15th. Now that completely changes the acquisition process. You may be wondering, why did Missouri do this? Well, like I've been saying for years, you brought it upon yourself. According to supporters of the bill, lawmakers were responding to consumer complaints involving wholesalers. Issues cited included sellers not understanding assignments, investors clouding title with equitable interest filings, sellers not realizing contracts could be assigned for profit, homeowners feeling pressured into agreements they didn't fully understand. All of these issues could have easily been avoided if our industry could learn how to operate with integrity and transparency. And honestly, as professional investors, transparency should already be part of our business. Now, I've always believed sellers should understand exactly who they're dealing with and exactly how the transaction works. All I can say is it's your own fault. Is 14 days excessive? Yes, but here we are. So what exactly must be disclosed? Well, the seller must receive a separate written disclosure explaining things like you are acting as a wholesaler, you may assign or transfer the contract, you may profit from the transfer, you may never actually take title, and the property may ultimately be sold for more money than what the wholesaler agreed to accept. Again, this disclosure cannot simply be buried inside a purchase agreement. It must be a standalone document. That's why I've already updated my free contract pack with a Missouri-specific writer and standalone disclosure form. You can grab it free at wholesalecontracts.com. So What happens if you don't comply? Which undoubtedly will happen because for some reason, most wholesalers don't bother to learn the laws and the rules where they transact, or just don't care. But non-compliance is a big deal. If a wholesaler fails to provide the required disclosure, the seller can cancel the transaction prior to closing. That's a huge risk. The seller is also entitled to keep the wholesaler's earnest money deposit, and violations fall under Missouri consumer protection laws, which could expose wholesalers to investigations by the Attorney General, civil lawsuits, restitution, loss of profits, attorney's fees, and other penalties. In other words, this is not something that you want to ignore.
Still paying for property data? PropWire gives you unlimited property data, comps, and more for free. Download the PropWire app on the App Store or Google Play Store today.
Now, the real question you should be asking is, what can you and can't you do? In other words, what exactly constitutes wholesaling? Well, the statute defines a wholesaler as someone who enters into a purchase contract as a grantee to acquire an interest in residential real property from a record owner and seeks to sell or assign the wholesaler's interest for a profit. In plain English, if you contract with a seller and then you intend to transfer your contractual rights to another buyer for a fee, you're operating as a wholesaler under this law. Now, that clearly includes traditional assignments. Novations are covered as well because you're still transferring or substituting contractual rights for a profit. In both those situations, the investor never actually takes title to the property. Now, you may be wondering, what about back-to-back double closings? What if I actually close on the property and then the same day or next day resell it? Is that still considered wholesaling under Missouri law? That's the million-dollar question, and the answer isn't entirely clear. The honest answer is nobody knows for certain yet. Here's why. The statute applies to someone who, quote, seeks to sell or assign the wholesaler's interest for a profit. In traditional wholesale assignments, that's exactly what's happening. You put the property under contract and then you assign your contractual rights to another buyer. But in a true back-to-back double closing, you're doing something very different. You actually close on the property, you take legal title, even if only for a minute, and then you sell the real estate that you own. You're not assigning your contract, you're selling a property. And because of that distinction, many investors and attorneys believe that a true double closing likely falls outside the scope of the statute. However, and this is important, Missouri lawmakers could argue that if the primary purpose of the transaction is still to profit from acquiring and immediately reselling distressed residential real estate, the law could apply. At this point, there is no case law, no regulatory guidance, and no official interpretation answering that question. So here's my recommendation. If you're signing or novating contracts in Missouri, assume this law absolutely applies. If you're doing true back-to-back double closings, consult a competent Missouri legal counsel and make sure that your specific process is compliant. Personally, if I were doing double closings in Missouri after August 28th, I would want a Missouri attorney to review my exact closing process before proceeding. As more guidance becomes available, I'll definitely keep you updated. But here's the bigger takeaway. Missouri isn't the first state to regulate wholesaling, and it won't be the last. Across America, we're seeing more regulation, more disclosure requirements, and more scrutiny of wholesaling activities. The professional wholesalers are going to adapt. Amateurs are going to disappear. The investors who survive will be the ones who understand compliance, operate transparently, and run a real business. So be sure to stay compliant. Again, download my free nationwide wholesale regulation report along with my free wholesale contract pack that now includes the Missouri rider and standalone disclosure forms. So what can you do as an alternative strategy in Missouri? Well, one of the strategies that I'm implementing more and more, especially when regulation makes traditional wholesaling more complicated like Missouri, is what I call the takedown method. This is where you contract a discounted property, just like you did before, but rather than assigning, novating, or double closing, you actually buy the property and take title with no predetermined buyer. By doing so, you are not transferring contractual rights. You are indeed the end buyer, so wholesale disclosure, licensing, or any other wholesale regulation doesn't apply. Once you fund and close the deal, you immediately list the property for sale on the MLS without rehabbing it, and you resell it on the open market for a profit. Now here's the best part. Using the takedown method, we typically make 2 to 4 times more on deals than traditional wholesaling without rehabbing. So if you'd like to learn exactly how I analyze, fund, and sell deals using the takedown method, I put together a free takedown kit. Inside you'll get my deal analyzer, seller scripts, a funding pitch deck, and the exact framework I use to structure deals. Just go to freetakedownkit.com. In fact, let me show you a recent deal that I couldn't wholesale because there were no buyers, but following the takedown method, I made a $10,000 profit. So watch that now, and I'll see you on the next video.